Okay, we're gonna start. Sorry for the late, I was working, and actually I did also a script. I will talk probably in another live, but tonight we do something super fast, and I will do something also tomorrow night for apologize about this late. So I basically build a pipeline, full pipeline in Blender, and I will show tomorrow working with some environment props or anything. So we're gonna open our shot, right, of our creator. So let's see the Monday. Okay, and we're gonna check our blocking here. So let's see. The last time we did we're talking about shoulder, right? So how the shoulder is important where when you gonna have a reaction and action of your shoulder gonna this and so the most important thing of the shoulder, just to do a summary of the last time, is the fact you want to have uh, some like physicity and have a good weight on what you are the scapulas and the shoulder itself, because of course the scapula is on the back, like the shoulder itself is on the front. So what we do in the legs, in the shoulder, in the chest, in the creator is something really important when you have your weight. So when you basically you give your weight to the creator, and basically what is important is how you give the weight to the feet, right? Because of course the shoulder is gonna give also the weight to the whole chain of the legs. So starting from, you can see clearly on the rig itself. So you're gonna give all the weight to this chain of things. So we can begin to see a little bit the first pass of spline probably about this guy. Okay, so and we did already the last time. So basically what we do is just finish our stuff here. So remember we're gonna clean our curve, and this was fine, this also was fine probably. So I think we can, all this we have already did, so we can begin to working on the rotation, on the main rotation of the head, which in that case is this. Okay, and you can see how it works. So right now there is no, let's say, there is no, okay, there is no other movement on the head, and I think we can just have our movement, like for example this. We can have some drag here, for example, right? So when come here, we have a small drag here, and we can just push. So you see, basically, I mean, you can also, for example, in Maya, have the animation layer, You know, also here I have an animation layer, of course, but here this is like, you know, can be really can be another workflow you want to explore. So for example, here there is a drag, and here there is another drag which gonna create also overlap, right? Because the drag and the overlap, something work together. So the drag for, you know, because, you know, the physics is part of the overlap. So when I do the drag, is because I also have an overlap already running. So here, for example, you know, I can go here and my my overlap, and again I go here and have the, you know, another drag here around, and here I have another drag, right? So which is gonna give me also the thing of the overlap. So when I go here now and I gonna, you know, have my ease, and I'm gonna create my really nice curve, right? I'm gonna have my, you would see my really nice, okay, my really nice curve, which is also right, because it's in infinity, so, or anyway need to be, but this could be even a little bit more here, okay, and probably this a little bit more up. It is probably a little bit more here. So, you know, when you begin to have something like that, and we can, again, you know, this is super cool in Blender. We can have the time offset, which is this. We can, you know, just find more or less our item, and go here and just, you know, again. So we want to have basically something really smooth, and, you know, in terms of curve, and this is something you want to have in, you know, on when you work on some organic movement, of course, because it's all about, right, the give the sense of organicity to the thing. So here, gonna be here, okay. So right now, if you go here, you see there is this, but it's super fast here, for example. So I want to have this, you know, a little bit more like this. Probably could be here, a little bit more here, right? So just find our timing, and that's it. So what I found, you know, during the years with this workflow is the fact you can really, you know, try and, you know, experiment and do a lot of stuff, and, you know, just always come back. So this could be a little bit now, you know, more scale, because we don't want something really strong, you know, we want to have, just have something a little bit more, see, and can be a little bit more, I mean, can be, so you see, and maybe it can be also a little bit offset, something like that. It's nice. So you see also, you know, in real time you can have your stuff on you know, on point. The meaning you can just, you know, go and check in what's happened in real time, and let's do this. I got it here. And you know, so there is this you know, you can work in real time, and of course I show this this workflow in Maya, but this workflow it's also sorry, in Blender, but it's also, this workflow is good in Maya. It's good, you know, in Cinema 4D. It's good in XSI, who was still among us, because, you know, rest in peace XSI. So you see, it's pretty easy, because this tool is always available, you know, and of course you can adapt your workflow every time to the software. So the most important thing is, you know, you want to craft your curve, you want to understand your curve, and, you know, understand how this thing, you know, is gonna offset between them, or how the tangent is gonna offset between them. So I can, for example, here let's say, you know, just have something a little bit more about the weight. So, you know, I can go here and that here, right? So I want to see how, you know, can be a little bit more extreme this stuff. So let's say I want to have this and this, right? And have a little bit more up. It is anyway. We can. You see, right now we have our. Let's do this at 32. Otherwise, it's gonna be stuck. So you see, it's like toom, toom, toom. So, and you know, I want to have this probably even more. So, you know, a lot of weight drag into the upper part, you know, just go down really fast. So, and, you know, stay a little bit on the ground, right? And again, I want to play with my time offset and see how work. Okay, it's a bit more mechanic, you see, toom, toom, toom. So what is super important about this is the fact you want to have the full control of your shot, right? So here, for example, what I see is probably, you know, and what we can do here, because otherwise it's really, it's super, you know, it's a bit different from one to the other one. You can just normalize a little bit this, do that, okay, and probably have this a little bit more up, or just, you know, do this Okay, so we have in 31, 32 actually, so we can go here and just, you know, probably have this up at the same, you know, more or less the same. And we want to have this a little bit more, so it's gonna be a little bit more normalized. Because what you want to do, you know, in this phase is just, you know, have the weight of your character. You want to begin, you know, to work on the weight, and until we don't have, so we did the last time we did the feet and everything, but you know, now we want to have the full weight. So we're gonna tweak, you know, the up and down and the other stuff. So this a bit, see, it's a bit better, and this could be even a little bit more down, like this. No, tune, tune, tune. And I want to, of course, you know, I don't want to be like exactly the same thing, because I want to give some difference. I want to give, you know, some asymmetry, because of course, right, the asymmetry in nature is something good, it's not bad, and we want, you know, to have, it's like a sculpt, right? We want to have the sculpt more asymmetric than you know, I mean, it's more pleasant than something really symmetric, something asymmetric, because it's in the asymmetry, you know, in the difference, you know, in the small difference of the movement too, is rely the beautiness of, you know, of and the organicity of this movement. I mean, everything come really natural when there is something asymmetric, there is something you know, it's not basically the same thing, right? So we want to have like half and half exactly together, exactly the same, but we want to work a little bit on some small asymmetry. But of course, you know, the last pose and the first pose need to be in a cycle always the same. It's something. Oh, it's like, you know, is the base. So here we have our. And this we did also the last time. We tweak a little bit, and this is nice. I like, you know, how shift the weight. And here we have this also, it's really nice, because this also we tweaked the last time. So you see, you know, there is some weight, and that's it, right? So now which have this like you know, the first pass spline. Okay, so this I can begin to use as something, you know, as base for my shot. What meaning? Meaning, I can okay, the first thing, okay, I can use my, remember I did, you know, the creator thing, you know, and I can just have my, this is word, so everything is fine. So I do traveling, okay, and basically it doesn't work. Why? It's good. Boom. Okay, this front leg. Don't know why. Front leg probably was with the other one. So front right leg. Okay, which is this. So back leg and back leg right. Okay. After the traveling. Okay, that's good. So was was like there was still the other one. So here I have my okay, I have my see, and what I want to have this is my interpolation mode linear, right? So now I have my more or less my contact, which I'm gonna tweak now to have the right contact. So what to do, it's like take this and I have this until so from okay, so from 0 to 17, okay, and I have let's see, there is not, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna why I have not the right, gonna start. Hi everyone, and welcome and to this new video tutorial about a new series of script I will okay, so it's this to do on Blender about creators, right? So let's take the quick vlogging I did this morning about okay, so I'm gonna be here and install my cycle tool. Let's see if we're gonna which is this tool. So there is two tools together. You need to install both. It's the cycle tool. You can also install separated. It's working with every kind of rig, and this is the quadricycle, so specific for quadruped, and this is the cycle tool. The first thing we're gonna notice here is the fact I have just clean one side and I'm gonna find plugin plus of one side of the legs, right? So which is this side here. Creators, it's here. Okay, so I have my cycle tool here now. So I'm gonna copy my copy selected contact, right? And pass selected contact from 0 to 17 here. Okay, so now I have this, it's in the contact of course, and there is still to fix the hood, but it's fine. And this can use the other cycle, but I can use also this, so it's from 17 of course to 34 to 17. You see here there is a setup to do for the 17, which is gonna last you for the rest of the 54. So we're gonna select our armature, we're gonna select something we need for the traveling tool, right? So this it will be from 6 and this on the armature 2 we're gonna have right, so 21 traveling the world, right? And now we have set up everything. The first thing I want to do is just take this, right? So you see, so 6 you see the 21 two leg are different overall on this back legs, you can see clearly. So and the first thing I want to do is just take this, and the other here it's from and now, right, 21 the same animation on both sides, but 233 here I do the same, right? So 21 53. Okay, this is the first two. And after, of course, you need to be like, you know, after it, after will be on the right. So we're gonna hide the plane. We're gonna. So basically, this would be the same. So we want to have this. Okay. So the copy select contact, and after I want to have this until the. So this basically will be copy. You see now what I do. I'm gonna do copy select contact. I'm gonna pass the select select, okay, but in the local, and after I do the same copy select contact, and okay, to 5 basically, so from 1 to 5. Okay, so okay, and also here I want to have again my contact here. Okay, so copy select contact from 1 to 10. So if you see this, it's super fast how, you know, it's worked is. So probably we need now to this in the opposite. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna pass the local one, which is good. And after I'm gonna do the opposite with 24 33. So 33 24. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and gonna paste. So now I just do this. It's better because what is a kind of, and so gonna copy that contact. So I'm gonna again in local here. Okay, and after I'm gonna let's do like that. 24 33. That's fine. So I'm gonna copy my 34. I don't know why it doesn't go backward because normally it's doing it. Okay, here. And again here I'm gonna be like this. Okay, so again same thing here. It's gonna copy my select contact from 8 to around 7, right? 8, I want to say 8. 23. we are done, right? So now we have all the contact here except for that. No, it's fine. It's not the best thing here because it's gonna, so will be probably 24. That's it. Okay, so now we have all our contact without pain, and till it's already our cycle we're gonna use for our acting. Okay, so when we go here now and we're gonna work on so the next time, so tomorrow we're gonna work on the rest. So we're gonna use the animation layer, you know, to give so we're gonna extend this cycle, and we're gonna create an animation layer, and on top of that we're gonna put some acting of the creator, so there can be the creator looking around, this kind of stuff. So if you see everything, it's pretty nice. There is of course to begin to refine this kind of stuff like the hood and everything, but it's also another thing we can do really easily. Our contact is there, you know, the weight is there, the thing is there, you know, everything is, it's working pretty fine, and there is probably two find missing file on create a robot. So there is some texture missing. I will check why. And probably this. Let me check. Probably this. Yeah, there is some texture is missing, which is odd because normally should be in the file. Anyway, I will check what's happened here, and I mean, I think it's for now we don't care, but I will check. Probably it's missing something about the texture. Anyway, everything is working and it's pretty nice, and Ubaldo is actually is a killer machine, you know, 6 legs. So if you see, if you also follow the other, you know, workshop, you see it's not complicated. In fact, it's something it's pretty it's pretty good. Okay, it's pretty easy to do, and it's just a matter of understanding, you know, how works some trick about you know, give the right timing to the legs, how the legs are connected between them in, you know, each other. So sorry again for the late. I hope was interesting. See you tomorrow, and thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Bye.